Greetings, pod fans! No Pokemon today because there's something I want to talk about, but if you stick out to the end, there will be something like a question, that kind of thing. So maybe watch the whole thing. Thank you. But today I want to talk about something similar that kind of came up because of Pokemon cards. So I buy a lot of things off of the internet. I love online shopping. As an anxiousy boy, there are certain shops that I am afraid of going into if it's like, you know, camera lenses or computer parts or something like that. These can be niche kind of stores and you go in and people talk to you and I overthink everything. So I really enjoy the online shopping process. And I've seen this mentioned online a lot, but I am the kind of person who gets an email saying something has shipped with a tracking number and I'm like, has it moved yet? Has it moved yet? Has it moved yet? Refresh, 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 refresh. It's literally a case of I get a tracking number and I start checking it that instant, even though I know that the tracking company probably doesn't have the package yet. Like, a label has been created, it's still sitting in the warehouse that it's going to be shipped from, and the tracking company, whoever it is, are like, we don't have it yet, dude. Just come back in like a day and we'll have some update for you. Also, it's not going to matter. We're just going to tell you a random location and you'll be like, ooh, updates. But over the years I've gotten better at this. You know, the more that I buy online, the better I get. And it does depend on how excited I am for it. For example, the audio interface recently, or the Pokemon cards, because it's new and it's fun, it's something that I want to play with, I will obsessively look at the tracking. But you know, it doesn't take a whole lot out of my day, and it's something where if I want an update or want to check for an update, I just refresh a page. Like, I have a tab kind of open the whole time until it arrives. The real problem that I have is with out for delivery messages. So here is the problem I have. I, for days or weeks or, you know, depending on how long the shipping is, have been refreshing this page, and then it just goes out for delivery in my town, and I'm like, oh baby. And I know that there is not going to be another update until it shows up at the door. So there's no point in refreshing that page anymore. All I can do is stare out the window and wait for the van to arrive. Why today of all days would I be thinking about this? Well, I ordered something last week. I knew there wasn't going to be much movement over the weekend, but today, Monday morning, I got an update at like, I think it was 9 a.m. Let me check. Yes, 9:32 a.m. this morning. I got an update saying it's out for delivery in my town. It is now 2:11 p.m. and it's not here. And I know it's going to be here, but I have been staring out the window and waiting for a knock on the door for the entire day. I don't have much to do today. If you don't know my work schedule, which why would you, Monday is like the middle of my weekend. So I'm chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all of that. I could be playing video games, I could be watching things, but I'm mostly staring out my window. Is this a normal thing? I think this is a normal thing. I've seen a lot of like online videos over the years that go through similar stuff. You know, it's tracked and then people just staring at the window, but the out for delivery thing is usually fairly good. I'm like, ooh, it's arriving today. I'll keep myself occupied until there's, you know, a knock on the door. But having nothing to do today, I'm just staring at a window. So yeah, questions for today. Are you similar to me? Do you, like, as soon as you get that tracking number, is it straight into a tracking thing, or are you clicking track like instantly, even though you know that there's going to be nothing there, and like watching it move across Europe or like move through the States before it gets to wherever you are isn't going to matter at all. But do you do it? Are you one of these people who's like me, who just needs updates? If you're not, how does that feel? I know how it feels. It happens to me every now and then. Like, I've ordered t-shirts from America, and I know that it's going to take a couple of weeks or something, and they will just show up at the door. So I'm like, they're t-shirts, I have nowhere to go. They're pretty t-shirts, I'm excited to get them, but it's not like it's going to show up and I'm going to be like, yes, I now can try it on. Yes, it feels like a t-shirt. But for example, with the audio interface, I was like, I want to plug it in. I want to play with it. I want to be like press all the buttons. And the thing today, as you may have guessed, is Pokemon cards. Yes. So that's a nice segue into our final question, which, you know, is the different one. I made those two videos, the one where I explained that I wanted to make a Pokemon card collection, and you know, I opened a booster, and then the one where I opened the rest of the booster box. What should be arriving today is like smaller, with a lot less boosters. It won't be a full hour, and I've been working on trying to open things a lot faster and more efficiently so that I won't just take up a ridiculous amount of time. So for the people who have watched this, who, you know, watch through all of the content, thank you for that. I have a question. Do you mind those? Because like I have a plan, because I still want to do that. I really like that kind of content, but I know it is very different from what I regularly do. What do I regularly do? I talk. What do I do in those? I talk. But they're much longer. There's a lot of repetition, which I want to work on, and you know, it's a completely different type of video. If you're not into Pokemon cards, why the hell would you watch any or all of that? So here is my thing. I have a number of YouTube channels, one of which is my gaming channel, which hasn't been used in years. It's themanpod. The name doesn't matter. It was a misspelling on a video many years ago, and I was like, haha, yes, that's what I'll call a thing. It was big famous YouTubers misspelt my name, and I went, haha, themanpod. Alright, that'll be my gaming channel. I feel like I can repurpose that into like doing Pokemon content on it, and maybe I'll start using it more for like actual video game stuff and all of that. Who really knows? But like the next video I'm going to make is probably going to be an unboxing of what I'm going to receive today. I might do a video on here that just kind of talks about it, because there's like a story behind why I decided to pay for this and buy this little box. So I might do that and then like lead into the fact that it's on the other channel. We'll see how it goes and see how people feel about it. But yeah, I do understand that it's completely different content, and I still want to be able to make this chatting stuff, but I don't want it to be, you know, this channel becoming too weighed on either side. So I'd much rather it to be like the chatting weird story stuff here that I've been doing for many years, and then, you know, a completely different channel where if you like both, you can subscribe to both. If you only want one kind of content, you can just unsubscribe, or, you know, be subscribed to whichever one. Does that make sense? Do people like care? First of all, I think it makes sense. I you know, the reason that I have all of these different YouTube channels is because I like the segregation of this is for this thing, this is for this thing. Even though this, my main channel, the themanpod channel, doesn't really have a like hyper focus, like this is what we do. It is generally me in front of the camera talk. I'm kind of rambling about this, but I would like to hear from people. Do you think that's a good idea? I don't want people to like get annoyed by the fact that I've completely changed up content. And you know, I understand it isn't everyone's cup of tea. No one wants to, or not everyone wants to sit and watch me open some cards and like freak out about, oh my god, it's a beautiful little card. That is my question. Like, do the regular people, I get the regular people who watch me, the people who regularly consume my content, do you think that me swapping the Pokemon card opening stuff over to my like themanpod channel, second channel, is a good idea? Let me know, like, because I will probably put that like next unboxing on that channel, but I want to hear from people what they think about having separate channels for, you know, the two separate kinds of things that I want to do now. But also my Pokemon card collecting is going well. I got this fancy little card and I didn't record it. Are you very proud of me? I'm very proud of me. But yes, I don't want to, like, anytime I get a booster, like a single booster or like a little box, just to be like, you know, I must open it on camera. It's all content. Because it's like, I enjoy the actual collecting itself. But also I want to be able to share it, and it is a cool thing that I enjoy watching, so I want people to be able to watch. I mean, blah, 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 blah. I have chatted for way too long. But yes, the general gist of today's thing is there's a package on its way, and I have been staring out my window. Like, even the recording right now, behind you is a window. Yes. Alright, I will talk to you soon. The next video will be about Pokemon. Maybe more about just Pokemon in general, and me and Pokemon in general, rather than specifically about cards, but it will relate to cards, obviously, because I'm talking about Pokemon. But yes, next one will be Pokemon related, but it won't be me opening cards. It'll, like, link to the opening of cards, then, if you want. Words. Yes, I hope you're enjoying your Monday. Live well. Live elongated lives and prosperity for you. Yep. Cool. Slán.